Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How y'all doing today? Welcome to the MyGridironFace Show tonight. I'm your host, Bernard King, and I'm your gracious host with the most and everything. Skipped out yesterday. No, not pretty much in college football, other than the fact that Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy winner. So congratulations to Travis Hunter to his Heisman Trophy on being the 2024 Heisman Trophy winner, the highest award in college football. I mean, you got the Buckers Award, you got the Walter Kemp Award, you got a lot of awards that are handed out to college players, but the Heisman Trophy, which is relatively the highest honor in college football, which is awarded to the best player in college football, which is Travis Hunter. So congratulations on that piece right there. Also congratulations to the Navy for beating the Army 31-13. Also, congratulations to our armed forces as well: Army, Navy, Marines, Space Force, Coast Guard, Delta Force, Navy SEALs, Green Beret, the Rangers, all those special forces groups as well, who protect this nation. But yeah, again, congrats to the Travis Hunter. Also, congratulations to is it South Carolina State Bulldogs? I'm sorry. Is it no? I think it was Jackson State. I'm sorry. Congratulations to Jackson State Bulldogs in the Celebration Bowl yesterday. Their victory in Atlanta Mercedes-Benz Dome, Atlanta Mercedes-Benz Stadium. They beat the South Carolina Bulldogs 28-7. Actually, Travis Hunter went to Jackson State. Deion Sanders coached at Jackson State. Shedeur Sanders was quarterback at Jackson State. They're all in Colorado now. So, little Jackson State, Colorado connection going on here. But another college football, going into the pros. I mean, the Commanders, pretty much commanded the win. Almost lost it. I mean, the Saints racked up a lot of sacks on Washington today, but, the Commanders just happened to pull it out. As Chase Young got a couple in, he was drafted by the Commanders, so he wound up getting traded to San Francisco, then come to New Orleans. But Buffalo looking pretty good in Detroit. Also, Denver on the rise. A couple of teams that are out there. Atlanta, Tampa Bay beating the crap out of Los Angeles Chargers. And I'm going to go ahead and get to these scores, these commentaries, and and everything of that nature. So let's go ahead and get into these things tonight, y'all. So this is provided by the NFL Game Statistic Information System. Let me refresh this real quick for y'all. And let's see here. I think that the Buffalo and Detroit game, Detroit, like I said, they were still the most dangerous team in the NFL. But with so many injuries on the defensive side of the ball, they don't look too good right now. So let's go ahead and go to these games that we got coming up and everything. Now we get to the we get to this game, to the Green Bay Seattle game later on. Also the Vikings and Bears, they got to play Atlanta, the Falcons and the Raiders playing tomorrow. Very interesting situation with the Falcons and the Raiders. But let's go ahead and get to these games real quick. The Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Basically, a very defensive game. No one scored a touchdown in that game. Pretty much a high-scoring baseball game, what it looks like right here. But the Rams 12, the 49ers 6. Matthew Stafford for the Rams, 160 yards passing, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Kyron Williams, 108 yards rushing, no touchdowns for the Rams. Puka Nacua, 97 yards receiving, no touchdowns. Like I said, no touchdowns in the game. And Cooper Kupp, I don't think he even played that game. And also the Rams were 3 sacks as well. Now, San Fran moving on. Brock Purdy contract year. He looking for a contract. 142 yards passing. No touchdowns, 1 interception. Isaac Garendo, 57 yards rushing. And George Kittle, 61 yards. Like I said, no one scored a touchdown. And the Rams, the 49ers with no sacks. But like I said, a high-scoring baseball game 12-6. Congratulations to the Rams. Y'all got the energy. And the Rams, they got the Rams got New York Jets next. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty interesting right there with the New York Jets. And Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams hooking up, showing out today. And also the San Francisco 49ers with the Dolphins next. So congratulations to the Rams. Y'all got the energy. Moving on up to the Dallas Cowboys. How about them Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers out here handling business? You know, the Cowboys look real dead in the beginning and everything. The Cowboys 30, the Panthers 14. And Cooper Rush, even though Dak is out for the rest of the year, Cooper Rush has been coming along pretty well, man. Cooper been winning a couple of games. Won in Washington. I think he won. No, did they win last week? I don't think they won last week. But Cooper Rush, they've been looking pretty good. Yeah, the Bengals beat them last week. But Cooper Rush been looking pretty good as a backup and everything. Dallas on one. A couple of them. Cooper Rush, 214 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, no interception. Rico Dowdle for the Cowboys, 149 yards rushing, no touchdown. But that's a lot of points they put up there, a lot of rushing yards there. And also, CeeDee Lamb, 116 yards passing, 1 touchdown. Jalen Brooks, 1 touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, 1 touchdown. And also the Cowboys with 6 sacks today. Man, they gave Bryce Young some hell today, boy. And also, moving on to Carolina, man. Bryce Young, last year's number 1 NFL draft pick, 219 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Bryce Young also with the rushing touchdown as well. Jalen Cooker, 110 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. And also, no sacks for the Carolina. No. Only 1 sack for the Panthers. Congratulations to the Cowboys. Man, y'all got the energy. Dallas, and who they got coming up next? The Buccaneers. I'm telling you, man. Hey, Tampa Bay, they coming along, y'all. They coming along. And Carolina, I know they got the Falcons, I think, the last game of the season, but the Carolina with the Cardinals next and everything. So, congratulations to the Cardinals. To the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Y'all got the energy. Moving on up to the Chiefs and the Browns. Oh, yeah, Patrick Mahomes. The Browns got the Patrick Mahomes today, too, which is crazy. You rarely see Patrick Mahomes ever get sacked, but they got to him today. And the Browns, they can't do like game. He didn't get sacked, but he got hurried up a lot. But let's go ahead and just go on to the scores and commentaries. Patrick Mahomes, 159 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no interception. Xavier Worthy, 30 yards rushing. He's a receiver, fast man on the earth or in the NFL. 30 yards rushing, 1 touchdown, but he got 46 yards receiving. And the Chiefs, 5 sacks today. Yes, Jameis Winston, and look, let me tell you something. Just in my opinion, I think the Chiefs have one of the best defenses out there with Steve Spagnuolo. You know Steve Spagnuolo. Of course, he has a very unique defensive coordinating resume. Beating Tom Brady twice in a Super Bowl. That's twice in a Super Bowl. Also having Andy Reid win 3 of those Super Bowls. He's like one of the best defensive coordinators ever. Probably going to the Hall of Fame as defensive coordinator. Well, I don't know if coordinators go to the Hall of Fame or not. But Kansas City, 5 sacks today. Jameis Winston, of course, let me go ahead and get back to these scores and all these stats and things of that nature. Jameis Winston, y'all already know what's up with Jameis Winston. 145 yards passing. 145 yards passing, no touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Jerome Ford, 84 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. Nick Chubb, only 41 yards, coming out with a significant knee injury last year. Jerry Jeudy, coming in with 108 yards receiving and no touchdowns. But congratulations to the Chiefs. Y'all got the energy. Kansas City, and Kansas City, who they got next? They got the Texans next. Oh yeah, it's gonna be very interesting with Kansas City playing the Texans. I actually think Kansas City. You know what? That's gonna be an interesting game right there with the Texans and the Chiefs. And the Texans got to go to Kansas City and play that game too, even though they're a dome team. Cleveland, who they got coming up next? The Bengals. Yep, the in-state rivalry with the Browns. And like I said, Chiefs, y'all got the energy. Congratulations. Moving on up, the Texans and the Dolphins. Texas 20, the Dolphins 12. The Dolphins only 4 field goals. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 4 field goals. I'm tripping. Yeah, only 4 field goals with the Dolphins. And Tua Tagovailoa just not coming back for not too long from the concussion and everything. But the Dolphins 12, the Texans 20. Tua Tagovailoa, get this, y'all. 196 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. You cannot be throwing the ball. Throwing interceptions on C.J. Stroud on a team that has prolific offense like the Texans, you cannot be throwing them interceptions like that. In Houston, they would capitalize on you. Jonnu Smith, 1 touchdown. Yeah, Jonnu Smith, yeah, he got a touchdown. And also, like I said, all them interceptions old boy was throwing, crazy out there. And guess what? The Dolphins got 4 sacks today, but Houston, hey, wasn't enough to stop them Texans, because C.J. Stroud, 131 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. But guess what? No rushing touchdowns. That's what's crazy. But guess what? Nico Collins, 2 touchdowns. Oh yeah, definitely that. And you know, the rest on field goals, like I said, the Houston defense, they showed up today. Houston with 3 sacks today, which is pretty good. Danielle Hunter and Henry Toto. I don't know how you pronounce that name. And Will Anderson Jr., former defensive player of the year. Defensive rookie of the year with 1 sack. So congratulations to the Texans. Y'all got the energy. Miami, they play who they man? Oh yeah, they play the 49ers next. Yeah, that's right. Houston, got somebody else coming up. Oh yeah, they gotta go to Kansas City next week. So, like I said, moving on up, y'all. We moving on to the Jets, and also, hey, the Jets. Hey man, listen, the Jets. Hey, Aaron Rodgers played today. Him and Devontae Adams connected. Man, it was like magic happening in the game. Like Christmas. Look, Christmas showed up early in New York. Well, not New York, but more so in Jacksonville. So Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams connected once more. And it was crazy out there. Aaron Rodgers played like Aaron Rodgers today. Well, he's an AA run when he don't win, but it's like he played like Aaron Rodgers when he winning. Guess what? 200. Okay, the Jets 32, the Jaguars 25. Aaron Rodgers 289 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's crazy. Breece Hall, 1 touchdown. Devontae Adams, 100. Devontae Adams, listen. Devontae Adams played like Devontae Adams today. This is the Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams connection that we've been waiting on the whole time. Even though Jacksonville ain't that good, they still an NFL team though. So, what we saw today was the Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams connection going on. So, I don't know if we're gonna see this down the road, but it was like, some old connections, like Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Steve Young, Jerry Rice. I would say, who was I would say a T.O. Donovan McNabb reunion, something like that, or one of them, the Detroit Aikman, Michael Irvin connection. This is one of those the typical quarterback wide receiver connection, that happened today. But Aaron Rodgers, no touchdowns. Oh boy, put up 3. He got 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. And guess what? Devontae Adams, 198 yards and 2 touchdowns. Man, you talking about some fantasy points. Oh boy, put him up today. But pretty good. Gary Wilson, guess what? He got in on the fun. 56 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. And the Jets with 2 sacks. Pretty good. But guess what? Moving on to Jacksonville. Mac Jones, 294 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And like I said, again, throwing the ball on them boys like that. But Brian Chalmers Jr. for the Jaguars, 105 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. And also, Jacksonville, 1 sack today. Congratulations to the Jets. Man, y'all got the energy. The Jets, they got the Rams next. That should be pretty good right there with the Jets and the Rams. And I'm just now getting a notification in that Buffalo has relatively crushed on the Detroit Lions. And Jacksonville only won 1 sack. And Jacksonville with next week, Christmas coming up. Jacksonville got the Raiders next. And I'll be speaking on the Raiders later in regards to the Raiders and the Falcons. But yes, the Jets, y'all got the energy. Detroit, the Detroit-Buffalo game is pretty interesting too. I mean, Buffalo almost pulled away. But Detroit trying to make a comeback. And moving on, the Commanders 20 and the Redskins 19. That was a pretty close game right there. And man, the Saints racked up. The Saints came in and racked up all kind of sacks today. But guess what? Still want enough to beat them Commanders. Jaden. I keep saying, look, you know what? These names, Jaden. I'm starting to see a lot of Jalen's and Jadens around. I don't know what it is. I guess it's a naming phase when parents had their kids back in the day. But Jaden Daniels, 226 yards passing for the Commanders, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Terry McLaurin, 73 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns. And guess what? The Commanders were 3 sacks. Man, it's pretty good. But guess what? I ain't gonna say no guess what, but New Orleans had the Commanders number, but Commanders wound up eking out a win. The Saints 19, Spencer Rattler. Ricky Spencer Rattler, 135 yards passing, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Jake Hayner, 249 yards passing, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Cedric Wilson Jr., 1 touchdown for the Saints. No, what's his touchdown? Oh, yeah. I don't know what the hell this is. But Keandre Miller, 46 yards rushing, no touchdowns. No rushing touchdowns for the Saints. Now, guess what? Alvin Kamara and Foster Moreau with with the touchdown apiece, receiving touchdown. Guess what? The Saints came in, got 8 sacks today on the Commanders. The Saints came in with 8 sacks today. 8 of them. And that's crazy in the NFL game. I mean, 5 sacks is killer. They got 8 sacks on the Commanders. They sacked Jaden Daniels 8 times. And it still wasn't enough to beat the Saints. Still wasn't enough to beat the Commanders. And Chase Young, hold on, check this out. Okay, Cameron Jordan with 2 sacks. Chase Young with 2 sacks. Willie Gay, 1 sack. Demario Davis, 1 sack. Ugo Amadi, 1 sack. Carl Granderson, 1 sack. 8 sacks, and they still couldn't beat them. Man, I ain't gonna lie, they Saints defense played pretty good. All they need was some offense. But congrats to the Commanders. Y'all got the energy, and this was crazy about it. Commanders got the Eagles next. That's gonna be pretty interesting too, when the Eagles come to town. The Saints with the Packers next. Yes, the Saints do have Green Bay next. That's gonna be pretty interesting right there. But the Commanders, y'all got the energy today. Congrats on your win. Moving on up to the Ravens and the New York Giants. Lamar Jackson looking like a league MVP. MVP today. Came in, wreck shop on the New York Giants and Lamar Jackson. The Ravens 35, the Giants 14. Lamar Jackson looking pretty good out there today. And Lamar Jackson, 290 yards passing, 5 touchdowns. Crazy. No rushing touchdown. Derrick Henry were only 67 yards rushing. Lamar Jackson 65 yards rushing. But guess what? Nobody got touchdowns. But guess what? Rashad Bateman, 80 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns. Justice Hill, 1 touchdown. Mark Andrews, 1 touchdown. Devontae Walker, 1 touchdown. And guess what? They got 3 sacks today. The Giants, Tim Boyle, 123 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Devin Singletary, 1 touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 1 touchdown receiving, and Devin Singletary with 1 rushing touchdown. And the Giants with 3 sacks today. Now, Baltimore, you know what's coming up. They got the Steelers next weekend, next Saturday. Oh yeah, it's coming. Yeah, they definitely got some. They got playing Baltimore too, and that's crazy. The Giants coming next weekend. Next Sunday to play the Falcons in the Mercedes-Benz Dome. I'll get to the Falcons tomorrow. The Falcons, hopefully they'll be okay. Congrats to the Ravens. Y'all got the energy. Yeah, moving on. The Bengals, 27. The Titans. The Bengals 37 and the Titans 27. I'm sorry. I'm mixed up. I can't even talk right. But yeah, Joe Burrow, 271 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Chase Brown, 97 yards rushing, 1 touchdown for the Bengals. And also Jamar Chase, 94 yards, but no touchdown. T. Higgins, 1 touchdown. And Sam Hubbard, 1 touchdown, and only 1 sack. Now, the Titans, guess what? Mason Rudolph, 209 yards passing, 209 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Will Levis, 89 yards. Hold on, get this, y'all. Will Levis, 89 yards passing, 3 interceptions. Man, if fantasy had interception, Will Levis would have racked up today. Tony Pollard, 45 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. And Tajay Spears, 5 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. And you know, Tajay Spears, I guess with the Tajay Spears also with the receiving touchdown as well, 87 yards receiving. Josh Wow, 1 touchdown. And the Bengals, I'm sorry, not the Bengals, but the Titans 27. And the Bengals, they got the Browns next. They, like I said, they in-state rivalry. Speaking of in-state rivalries, it was Pittsburgh and also Philadelphia playing today too. The Steelers and the Eagles, they're both in the same state too. And the Titans with the Colts next. Or like I said, a division game, both division games next week. So Bengals, y'all got the energy. Moving on up, we going on to the Patriots and the Cardinals. Man, yes, the Patriots and the Cardinals. The Patriots 17, and also the Cardinals 30. Yeah, the Cardinals 30. Now, Kyler Murray. No, I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and start with the Patriots first. Drake May, 202 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Drake May with a rushing touchdown as well. And also, Demario Douglas with the touchdown reception for the Patriots, and the Patriots no sacks. Now, moving on to the Cardinals, which is 30. The score was 17-30. Kyler Murray, 224 yards passing, no touchdowns, no interception. But Kyler Murray, James Conner, 110 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Man, that's crazy. And do we have some pick sixes in this game? I'm trying to find out where the pick sixes. No, there's no pick sixes in this game, but they wound up with 30, so basically it's wound up 2 touchdown rush on just field goals, it looked like to me. But congratulations to the Cardinals. Y'all got the energy. The Patriots, wait a minute, hold on. I'm sorry. The Patriots with the Bills next. Yes, they got the Bills next. The Bills winning the day, they're probably gonna get probably another win for them next week. It is a division game though. And also the Cardinals with the Panthers next too. So that game is coming up. Now, moving on to Denver. Hey man, listen. Denver, listen. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. To be strictly honest with y'all, this is my deal. Denver is like the most surprising team to me right now. Denver been winning. They just got Sean Payton win this year, last year. Did they get him last year? Did they get him this year? I forgot when I think it was the last year they got him. But yeah, they got him last year. With Bo Nix, man, Denver coming up. I ain't gonna lie. Denver's really coming up. They're like 9-5. And they just beat the Colts today. I thought they was gonna lose, but they came back and beat the Colts, put a stomping on them. Sean Payton, he got that machine on there working. And guess what? Denver still got on the Chiefs, and the way the Chiefs played today, I'm starting to see a lot of breakage. They're like the Chiefs have the 16th offense in the NFL. The Chiefs, what's keeping them alive is that defense. I think not to say Patrick Mahomes ain't getting old, but I see a lot of teams starting to get to him now. Travis Kelce, he break it down. Pacheco, he's starting to get hurt. Kareem Hart starting to get hurt. So, I think the Chiefs, I'm not saying they're on their way down, but the Chiefs, they're becoming exposed and they're becoming very vulnerable. But and I'm only saying with the Chiefs, the reason why I'm saying with the Chiefs is because they're in the same division as the Broncos, and they still got to play Denver. So the Broncos almost beat them last time. I think they fumbled a snap or kick or something. Or I think they blocked the kick or something like that. But I can guarantee you this right here. I don't think the Chiefs will be winning the next time. They're not winning the next time to play Denver. I'm just gonna be honest with you on that. But let me go ahead and get back to these scores. The Broncos, 31. The Colts, 13. Now, Anthony Richardson, 172 yards passing, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But he did get a rushing touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with 107 yards rushing, no touchdowns. And that's pretty much all they got for the touchdown for the day. And they only got one, and they got 1 sack. And that's cool. Now, on to the Denver Broncos. Bo Nix, guess what? Ooh, hey, Bo, you playing stupid today. But guess what? 130 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Man, you take them 3 interceptions away, Anderson, what he would have got. And guess what? Cortland Sutton, 1 touchdown. Adam Troutman, 1 touchdown. And Nate Atkins, 1 touchdown. So pretty good. No biggie for that. And also the Broncos with 2 sacks today. Congratulations to the Broncos. Y'all got the energy. The Colts, of course, they got the Titans next. And the Broncos, I think what the Broncos playing? The Broncos with Yeah, they got the Chargers next at 12:19 at 8:15 p.m. So they do have the Chargers on this Thursday on football on Prime Video with the Chargers. But again, once again, Broncos, y'all got the energy. Moving on. Now, we're going to go ahead and move on. Hold on. Let me see. What other game was up there today? Before I get to this last game right here, hold on. Let me see here real quick. Oh, let me get this game real quick. I'm going to get the Detroit and Buffalo game last. Now, Tampa Bay and the Buccaneers and the Chargers. Tampa Bay 40 and the Chargers 17. That was the score. Now, Baker Mayfield. Man, the Buccaneers put up points. Baker Mayfield, 288 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Bucky Irvin, 117 yards rushing, no touchdowns. Rashad White, 64 yards rushing, no touchdowns. Mike Evans, 159 yards passing. 159 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Jalen McMillan, like I said, them J names coming up all over the place. Jalen McMillan, 75 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. Rashad White with another touchdown reception, but even though he didn't get the rushing touchdown, but he did get a touchdown reception. And also Tampa Bay with 3 sacks today out of Los Angeles. Now, moving on to the Chargers. Justin Herbert, 195 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. No rushing touchdowns. Ladd McConkey, he's back, 58 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 1 touchdown reception. Yeah, they only got 1 sack today. And Tampa Bay, with their win today, they got the Cowboys next week, which will be very interesting. And the Chargers, I think they got the Broncos coming up on Thursday in that game. So congrats to the Chargers. To the Buccaneers. Y'all got the energy. Now, moving on up to the in-state rivalry. Yeah, well, that's not an in-state rivalry, but it's an in-state play. Maybe like an Uber ride from one state, from one part of the state to the other one. But the Steelers 13, the Eagles 27. The Eagles looking real dangerous right now. The Eagles and the Lions are tied, so that's what's crazy about this. But like I said, again, Steelers 13, Eagles 27. Russell Wilson, 128 yards passing, 1 touchdown. No rushing touchdown. And guess what? Ooh, hey, look at this defense. Najee Harris, only 14 yards. Russell Wilson, 13 yards. Jalen Warren, 12 yards. Okay? Cordell Patterson, 9 yards. Justin Fields, 8 yards. So nobody got over 20 yards on their rushing. On none of the rushers got over 20 yards for the Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, 22 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. And the Steelers, 3 sacks. Of course, maybe T.J. Watt. Did he get any in there? I don't see T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt. What's T.J.? Yeah. T.J. Watt. Yeah. T.J. Watt, 2 sacks. Of course, he was going to get that. It is T.J. Watt. But Pittsburgh, 13. Philadelphia, the Eagles, 27. Jalen Hurts, 290 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no interception. Jalen Hurts also with a rushing touchdown as well. So 3 touchdowns from Jalen Hurts today. Now check this out. The receivers. A.J. Brown, 110 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. Devontae Smith, 109 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. So they put up numbers like crazy. The Eagles with 2 sacks today. Congratulations to the Eagles. Y'all got the energy. Of course, the Steelers. They got, of course, they got Baltimore this weekend, and Philly got the Commanders as well this weekend. Like I said, the Eagles, y'all got the energy. So Saquon Barkley will only 65 yards rushing, but it don't matter because that passing game that they had was pretty dope today. Philly and Detroit. And now, on to this game right here. Very interesting game right here. Now, I've been going back up to Detroit. The Lions and the Bills. Man, hey, Detroit, I'm going to put it to you just like this. This is my deal with Detroit. And this is what I believe. With Detroit, hold on. Let me go to here real quick. Now, with Detroit, again, I had always said that Detroit was the most dangerous team in the NFL. But my thought process and my predictions are coming a little more. I'm beginning to alter those, not because Detroit is becoming a bad team. Detroit ain't a bad team. One thing about Detroit is that they find a way to beat you. The only reason why I'm altering my perception about the Detroit Lions is because the defense is shuttered. That defense is going down. I mean, everybody is hurt. Everybody. I mean, Aiden Hutchinson, the number 2 draft pick with a broken fibula. He might be back for the Super Bowl, but dude, just go ahead and stay on out. Also, you had 2 corners that went out for the game today. One corner had to be, one of the players had to be carted off the field, taken to a local hospital, see if he might need surgery or not. So these Lions, they becoming very vulnerable. They're getting hurt. They even got, they got Zadarius Thomas, but guess what? The point is, Detroit, Philly is getting scarier. Like I said, Philly, they coming along. The Eagles are coming along. But Detroit, they're getting vulnerable. The offense is good. We got no problem with the offense. It's that defense. The defense is shuttered, it's shattering, and it's beginning to break. But Detroit did almost come back and win, though. I give them that. But I'm not saying it's not altering all the way, but Detroit going to the playoffs, Detroit, they're going to have some trouble. More than likely, Philly it looks like Philly, maybe Philly. Who else in the NFC? Philly, maybe Green Bay. Yeah, Green Bay, Philly. You got a couple teams, and even the Commanders for that matter. So you got a couple teams out there that may just get past Detroit. I only say that because Detroit ain't really got nobody on defense. They like I said, they lost everybody. They pulled everybody up. Dan Campbell, great coach, but I just don't think coming to postseason, Detroit may win. But what's going to take? The only reason why Detroit is going to make it because of their offense. The defense can hold, but the defense defense wasn't dominant, but they were pretty good. But the defense had to play bend don't break. That's pretty much the Lions' defense right now. The offense, prolific. They almost came back and beat Buffalo too. So let me go ahead and give you these scores. I just got one more game. I got a game. I got another prediction too. Oh, I'm almost running out of time too. But the Bills 48, the Lions 42. Yeah, the Josh Allen show 362 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, and 2 touchdowns on the pass. And he also got 2 rushing touchdowns. James Cook 105 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. And also, Khalil Shakir, 1 touchdown. Ray Davis, that's a 1 touchdown reception. Ray Davis, another touchdown reception for the Bills. The Bills with 3 sacks. Now, moving on to the Lions. Jared Goff, 484 yards passing, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Pretty good. Jahmyr Gibbs, 31 yards rushing, only 1 touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 193 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a touchdown reception, so with 2 touchdowns. Jameson Williams, and he got the 83 yards rushing. 83 yards receiving too. Jameson Williams, 37 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. Tim Patrick, 1 touchdown. Dan Skipper, 1 touchdown for the Lions, and no sacks. But congratulations to the Bills. Y'all got that energy. The Bills, of course, they got the Patriots next. Detroit, and look, Detroit 12-2. The Bills 12-2. Okay, Detroit. The Lions, they got the Bears next, and they got to go to Chicago and play the Bears. Depending on what the Bears look like tonight, man, they can go either here or there. But the Eagles in 12-2, 6-1 at home. So the Eagles probably will. I don't know who win. I don't know who would get the home field advantage because that would be between Detroit and the Lions and the Rams for the home field advantage. But at any rate, let's move on up, y'all. Let's go ahead and go on back up to the because kickoff is about a couple more minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and get back to my stats. Get back these games real quick. Now, Green Bay and Seattle. Hold on, we got 3 games coming up. Okay, tonight, Green Bay and Seattle. Tomorrow, Chicago, Minnesota, and Atlanta and the Atlanta and the the Falcons and Raiders at 5 p.m. 5:30 p.m. which is local time, which is 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, which is our time. Our Falcons and playing the Raiders. A very interesting situation with the Falcons and the Raiders, but I'll get there in a second. Now, Green Bay, Seattle, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I honestly like Seattle. They have a lead in the NFC West. I like Seattle. No, I like Green Bay winning that game. I think Green Bay is going to win that game tonight. I do. I like Green Bay. I'm just giving my prediction right now, so I don't have any time to go to the scores or ain't played the games yet. Now tomorrow, I think Minnesota will probably beat Chicago. Now, and those are the 2 games between Green Bay, Seattle. Green Bay winning. Minnesota, is going to win that game tomorrow. This is my prediction because, Sam Darnold's playing pretty good. Justin Jefferson and all those receivers up there in Minnesota and Aaron Jones, they look pretty good right now. Like I said, with them losing today in Seattle, what am I trying to say here? With the Vikings winning today, with Detroit losing today, and the Vikings winning tomorrow, it's a division game, so it's gonna come down to the wire between the Vikings and the Lions winning that division title, man. And the Vikings, and even though it was a non-losing game, a non-division game with that right there. So Detroit, if it goes out like it should, Detroit will be the tiebreaker for the year. So, they do have to play the Lions one more time. Actually, as a matter of fact, the Vikings, they got Detroit last game of the season too, at Detroit. So that's going to be pretty interesting right there. Now, also, I want to say this right here about the Falcons and the Raiders. The Falcons are relatively in a precarious situation. The Falcons, if they lose tomorrow, they're out the playoff picture. Tampa Bay going to the playoffs. So, I do like I can't say I like the Falcons winning. I got the Falcons winning. But I don't know, because I don't think they have an answer for Brock Bowers. The way that the Falcons are playing, and Kirk Cousins throwing the interceptions. See, that's what bothers me right there, with Kirk Cousins throwing all those interceptions. And Oakland can capitalize with Brock Bowers, because he's going to be, Georgia my team, the Bulldogs and the Falcons are my team. Georgia Bulldogs and Atlanta Falcons. Brock Bowers, he gave people hell in college. He gave them hell right now in the NFL. If Brock Bowers can have a good game tomorrow, that's going to be the determining factor. If they can't stop Brock Bowers, Atlanta going to be in some trouble. I'm just going to let you know right now. Kirk Cousins, he throws too many interceptions. This shit is over with. I'm letting you know right now. The Falcons don't be, if they lose tomorrow, they're out the playoffs. They had a commanding lead, could have went to the playoffs. I don't think I don't know. I like the Falcons winning. I got the Falcons winning. Hopefully Kirk Cousins can come up, with some wins tomorrow, make something happen. But if not, more than likely the Falcons gonna win, because Tampa Bay beat the Raiders and they beat the Chargers too. So yeah, so by them losing tomorrow, Tampa Bay going to the playoffs, and you beat Tampa Bay twice. That's what's crazy about it. And like I said, the tiebreakers were the non-divisional games. That's what's crazy. So the Falcons have to win out tomorrow. The Falcons. Now, guess who Falcons got after that? They got the Raiders tomorrow. And they got the Giants, and they got the Commanders, and they got the Panthers. So the Giants, if they win tonight, they can win next week. The Commanders, I'm not looking for them to win that game. I do have them win the Carolina game. So they can win tonight. They can win on Sunday. They're going to lose probably against the Commanders. Commanders, they're a pretty good team. They're decent. And they can beat the Panthers. They're going to the playoffs. But Atlanta, tomorrow is a do-or-die situation. It's almost time for kickoff. Again, you got my predictions, got my scores, my commentaries, things of that nature. I'm going to see you guys next weekend. Ooh, next weekend is going to be crazy. It's super crazy weekend. The playoffs, look, first time the playoffs are going to begin. Man, listen, I can't wait the next Saturday. I didn't do nothing last night. Matter of fact, outside, I went to, I went to a church play last night. It was pretty good. But it was pretty good. I like the next weekend. It's gonna be the college football playoffs, the first time ever. It's gonna be crazy. And matter of fact, let me go ahead and get to let me go ahead and college football some CFP brackets. Yeah, my bad. Matter of fact, let me go here real quick. I'm sorry. Let me go here real quick. Let me see. Oh, hold on. No, not that one. Hold on. Oh, here it is right here. Yeah, there it is right there. Man, listen. Hold on. Internet. Man, look at that right there. Now, I told y'all what was going to happen, right? Again, hold on. The first game is on Friday. Yes. Indiana, Notre Dame. That's going to be the first game. That's on Friday. Now, on Saturday, SMU, Penn State. Now, who will win this game? They're gonna play Georgia in the second round. Y'all see that right there. Who will wins this game on the SMU Penn State game? They're gonna play Boise State in the second round in the Fiesta Bowl. They play Georgia. Now, Notre Dame and Indiana gonna play Georgia in the All-State Bowl. Now, Tennessee, Ohio State can play them in the Rose Bowl. That'd be pretty cool to see Tennessee in the Rose Bowl, see SEC team in the Rose Bowl. It's just my opinion. But anyway, then the game already started. Now, Clemson and Texas. I think Clemson can beat Texas. This is my opinion on it. Now, that game is at 4 o'clock. They'll, of course, the Ohio State Tennessee game is at 8 o'clock. But pretty interesting. Now, I'm gonna give my predictions next week. On next week, I think Notre Dame. I said this right here. Notre Dame beat Indiana. That could change. Now Penn State beat SMU. I think Tennessee beats Ohio State. This is my opinion. Or I say Ohio State could beat Clemson. Beat Tennessee. But I actually like Tennessee better. Beating Ohio State. Now Clemson and Texas. I think Clemson can possibly win one out though. But Texas. They're right there, Max. But like I said, who I got in that game? I think I like, I'm probably go with Texas in that game. But those are my predictions right there. Enjoy the game tonight, y'all. I'm gonna get up with you guys later. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm doing my countdown again. I'm crazy. I'm doing the game. Pretty good big weekend. Down in Texas. Next weekend for college football. I'm gonna be with y'all. I'm gonna be with you guys after the Ohio State Tennessee game because next weekend it's gonna be straight crazy. So I'm doing a show. I'm letting y'all know I'm doing a show after the Tennessee Ohio State game, and also I'm doing a show next Sunday. I don't know what time I'm doing one on next Sunday, but it will be one on next Sunday. So college football on Saturdays, of course. Pro football, NFL football on Sundays. So we'll go over all this stuff and go over these situations, hypotheses on these college football playoff games. Now, that's my show for tonight. I'm gonna get with y'all later. Peace out. I'm gonna holler at y'all. All right.